The journey is conversations with ordinary people about stories of transformation and how we may have had setbacks in our life and how we persevered through those, how we've learned from those obstacles, and how they've maybe helped us on our path today.
Well, welcome to the journey. My name is Kevin Polke. I am the host of the journey. And after a couple of weeks of talking about the hero's journey and then listening to Nathan share about his story um, regarding him and his friends as they were experiencing their own setbacks and their journey that they had, literally and figuratively, throughout the state of Wisconsin. I wanted to kind of reflect on something uh, that's similar for all of us that may very well be in the hero's journey, that catalyst that thrust us into that next chapter of life or that next initiation phase. Sometimes in the hero's journey, it may come to us as a call from an aspect of we're restless or we have a dream or a possibility that is kind of, as they would say, burning inside us. And this idea that I need to do this, or I've always seen myself of doing this, or when I was younger, I yearned to be able to help people, to be a doctor, to be a dentist, to be an attorney, to be involved with in business and being able to help someone in some other capacity. I think that many times when we have that, there is this fear that comes up when we get that call, and many times myself, at least that's what I'm primarily thinking on, is that I will refuse that call. It's out of fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of making a mistake, fear of going out of my comfort zone, even though the comfort zone is what's causing me to be restless. It's the familiar, it's the dragon that I know versus the unknown dragons, which lie on the other side of the chasm in the initiation phase, may cause me to be hesitant to taking that next step or that call to go into the next chapter. And then something may also happen. I posted this just recently, and this was a quote, and it said, "We're all just one bad decision, one accident, one diagnosis, one expected phone call away from an entire different life." Let me read that again. We're all just one bad decision, one accident, one diagnosis, one unexpected phone call away from an entire different life. And when I think of this and tying that into the hero's journey, one, I think we should always keep this in mind as Stoics and the Stoic philosophy encourages us, invites us into being mindful, to be humble and be grateful for what we do have because life changes and we, without knowing it, will be into the next chapter. Equally, the decisions that we make, though at the time we may consider them a bad decision because it didn't work out the way we want, it may be very well the opportunity that thrusts us into this initiation phase or an accident like we heard about with Nathan, where he had surgery and he woke up paralyzed. And as a result of that accident, he learned things about himself that he wouldn't have learned if he wouldn't have done that, or if that wouldn't have happened, I should say. Or that unexpected phone call that someone in our family may have had something happen. We may be finding out that we are didn't get a job or terminated from a job, or some other thing may have happened that is going to change the trajectory of the next chapter. I think what I would like to invite you into is the idea that regardless of what the circumstances that now have put you into this initiation phase or dark night of the soul, this now this now obstacle or barrier that is fueled by our fears that usually have something to do with our earlier experiences, either in childhood or adolescence, is also where the opportunity lies for your next level of growth. That this growth opportunity is what is to serve you to be that person that you were created to be all along and to serve your greater community. So I think of this quote, um, we're all just one bad decision, one accident, one diagnosis, one unexpected phone call away from an entire different life. So that right now, as we're going in um, to the Christmas week, to allow us to savor where we're at, that if we had losses today, if we got that phone call this week, or we got that unexpected phone call this week, that in the midst of our grief, in the midst of our change, knowing that this may be an opportunity that Christmas of 2026 may be different. And if we are in this opportunity to be with our loved ones or our four-legged loved ones, that we savor these moments because no one and none of us are guaranteed that everything will be exactly the same come a year from now. Invite you into being intentional and being mindful, and that if there's obstacles, there also then is opportunity for growth. Doesn't take away the pain of the obstacle. It just gives us an opportunity to be able to see it maybe a little bit different. As always, I appreciate you being here and look forward to being with you next week.